Hello YouTube and welcome back to the MSMB Networks Week in Review, where we talk about the IT events that are shaping your world. My name is Christopher, and we have three big stories this week, all relating to personal privacy and the security of your personal information. Our first story comes from Microsoft, who announced recently that in their upcoming operating system Windows 8, they're going to include a feature called Smart Screen. Now, Smart Screen is a little invisible program that just keeps track of changes on your computer to make sure that future patches and upgrades are going to go smoothly. Well, unfortunately, some security researchers discovered that Smart Screen does a little more than that. It actually tracks what programs you have on your computer, how often you use them, all kinds of other sensitive information that I really don't want Microsoft having. Now, Microsoft's not alone in doing this. Other operating systems like Mac OS X or Ubuntu do the same thing. However, they explicitly ask you for permission to send data, and they tell you exactly what they're going to do with it. Microsoft in Windows 8 has it turned on by default, and you actually have to get elbow deep in the guts of the operating system to turn it off. Microsoft released a statement saying, "Don't worry, we're not going to use this information for anything other than internal testing, we promise." Well, I don't know about that, but if you're going to upgrade to Windows 8, I would watch out for the any other little bells and whistles they thought to include as features. Our second story has to deal with a challenger to Facebook called Diaspora. A few years ago, some programmers got together and, fed up with the lack of privacy controls and the fact that Facebook was selling their information to companies all over the world, decided to make their own social media website where people could come together, share only the information they want, and promise to never sell that information to companies anywhere. Well, after a few years of fundraising and development, they finally announced that the project has become a community project, which will rely on volunteers to commit code changes, to fundraise, and to really manage the community. Unfortunately, most projects that become community projects tend to reflect the fact that it didn't work, and they're hoping someone else will pick up the ball. Now, there are a lot of alternatives to Facebook, many who are much more concerned with your privacy and will not sell your information to other places. And whether or not Diaspora really takes off, I'm glad to see that these people are getting in the news so that more people are aware of alternative choices. Whether or not Facebook is going to continue as the dominant social media website into the future, no one knows, but I'm hoping that Diaspora and other sites like them will encourage users to take their privacy a little more seriously. In our final news story this week, we would really like to congratulate the California State Legislature for passing the Location Privacy Act of 2012. This act, if signed into law, would make it illegal for law enforcement agencies to obtain GPS or other location tracking information from your cell phone, laptop, or other devices without a court warrant. Now, the ACLU and Electronic Frontier Foundation, who also supports net neutrality like we talked about last week, are huge supporters of this bill. Unfortunately, it's not a sure thing, as Governor Jerry Brown has vetoed similar bills in the past that would limit the scope of law enforcement to track you from private information. Regardless, we really hope that this law makes it onto the books, and it's a big win for my home state. Well, that about wraps it up for this week in review. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to click the links down in our video description for more information about these and other news stories. Click the like or subscribe button to make sure that you're kept up to date, because every week we're releasing videos with more information about the events that are affecting your world. Again, I'm Christopher for MSMB Networks. See you next week. We are MSMB Networks, managing systems for managing business. Like us on Facebook, join us on Twitter, and of course, subscribe to this, our new YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.